and welcome to this very special video. The reason that it's very special is that this is... I'm just going to turn the sound down a little bit while I talk. Alright, we'll get back to that in a bit. So, this is the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. The Game of the Year edition with all the add-ons and DLCs were on sale on Steam, so I figured I've never played Morrowind, and I like playing both Skyrim and Oblivion, and to some extent also the Elder Scrolls Online. So why not work myself backwards and give Morrowind a try? Now, I don't have the time at the moment to make a full-blown series, also because I know that Morrowind is a very, very, very long game that I know very little about. So, basically, what we're going to do for this video is that I'm going to be playing for about an hour, and later on, at some point, I'm going to pick it up again and continue playing from that save. So basically, like returning to Skyrim after a lot of time, it will pretty much be the same, except that this is the first non-visual novel video that I make for PC, recording style. I tried to record this in full screen, but it wouldn't let me with my recorder. So basically, it's a windowed mode, but that's fine. I can see the screen perfectly well, so hopefully it shouldn't be a problem. Right. I have played a little bit before, because when I installed it, I immediately wanted to try it. But I haven't played more than maybe the first half hour or so. I haven't even left the starting village. So my knowledge is very limited, but I understand how the basics work. But we're going through it either way. Now, since this is a blind playthrough, I'm basically going in without knowing how to play the game, essentially. I know how to move and I know how to do things, but I'll probably forget because I'm not used to playing on PC. Right, I don't think... Oh yeah, the reason that it's a special video is that it is my video number 400 for my YouTube channel. So I figured that's a pretty round number, and I basically had a poll on my own Facebook page, Qa'Rajh, to whether I should make a video in Morrowind or not, and that was a pretty big yes, you should make a video, and eventually also a series. I don't know when I will make the series, I can't tell when I have the time for it, but I will definitely... From what I've played so far, I like Morrowind, so it's definitely a possibility. Right, let's go into new and start this thing up. Each... Oh, I could not.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Many fall, but one remains.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
Well... Now, I wanted to shake things up a little. Obviously, we're going to be Kashyyyk, which has its limitations, as I've discovered. Normally, in my other playthroughs, I've been a male Kashyyyk. But I think we should switch it up and be a female Kashyyyk. So, I will have to make up a female Kashyyyk name. I think I got it.
Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go. Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
W-A and W-S and move forward and back. A and D move side to side. The mouse looks around. Well, have a good one, Jeep.
Better do what they say.
But I was going to. So just like in Skyrim we have and Oblivion, we have not yet chosen our gender. Nor our race, nor our class. But essentially we will get through to that.
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
I don't know why it wouldn't be civil. Look up at the hatch and press spacebar to open it. Spacebar activates objects and people you're looking at. Okay. Seyda Neen. Okay.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
That's a niche. Well, we're starting off on a pleasant note already. Hello?
We finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Alright, let's see. Kashyyyk. And we want to be female. Alright. Oh, so this one just change face. That looks derpy. House cats. Oh, so that's what there is to choose from, okay. I think we should go with house cat. What about hair? What have we got? Got some jewelry. So our basic skill bonuses are acrobatics is a really good thing. And most of them are based upon combat and sneaking, at least for bonuses. We have Eye of Night, which is basically the same as in Oblivion, and we have Eye of Fear, which was also the same in Oblivion. I don't think I ever used it in Oblivion. Oh well. Yes, I think this shall do.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
Definitely got the sauntering walk. Seyda Neen. Okay. Sukokius Agalia.
Ah, yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Well, again, I don't know how to play this game, so I'm basically just going in blind, even if that may give me a very hard time later on. Or, actually, as far as I'm aware, and have been told by friends who have played Morrowind, Morrowind is most difficult in the start, because you can't really do anything. Okay, answer his questions.
On a clear day, you chance upon a strange animal, its leg trapped in a hunter's claw snare. Judging from the bleeding, it will not survive long. What do you do?
Use herb from your pack to put it to sleep, or draw your dagger, mercifully ending its life with a single thrust, or do not interfere in the natural evolution of events, but rather take the opportunity to learn more about the strange animal that you have never seen before. Now, I was a mage in the Elder Scrolls Online, and I'm mostly a melee archer in Oblivion, and I'm mostly armor, archery and sneaking in Skyrim. I think this is more what I would do.
One summer afternoon, your father gives you a choice of chores. What would you rather do?
Gather herbs for your mother who is preparing dinner, work in the forge with him casting iron for a new plow, or go catch fish at the stream using a net and line. I've never done fishing, so that could be fun.
Your cousin has given you a very embarrassing nickname, and even worse, likes to call you it in front of your friends. You have asked him to stop, but he finds it very amusing to watch you blush. What do you do?
Beat up your cousin, then tell him that if he ever calls you that nickname again, you will bloody him worse than this time. Or make up an even more embarrassing nickname for him and use it constantly until he learns his lesson. Or make up a story that makes your nickname a badge of honor instead of something humiliating. I like that.
There is a lot of heated discussion at the local tavern over a group of people called telepaths. They've been hired by certain city-state kings. Rumor has it these telepaths read a person's mind and tell their lord whether a follower is telling the truth or not. You believe what?
Loyal followers to the king have nothing to fear from a telepath. It is important to have a method of finding assassins and spies before it is too late. Or, in these times, it's a necessary evil. Although you do not necessarily like the idea, a telepath could have certain advantages during a time of war, or in finding someone innocent of a crime. Or, this is a terrible practice. A person's thoughts are his own, and no one, not even a king, has the right to make such an invasion into another human's mind. If the last sentence of number 2 option wasn't there, or in finding someone innocent of a crime, if that wasn't there, I would definitely have gone for number 3, but because that sentence is a part of number 2, I'm going
Your
with that.
mother sends you to the market with a list of goods to buy. After you finish, you find that by mistake a shopkeeper has given you too much money back in exchange for one of the items. What do you do?
Decide to put the extra money to good use and purchase items that would help your family, or pocket the extra money knowing that shopkeepers in general tend to overcharge customers anyway, or return to the store and give the shopkeeper his hard-earned money, explaining to him the mistake. I would definitely go for this one.
While in a marketplace, you witness a thief cut a purse from a noble. Even as he does so, the noble notices and calls for the city guards.
Sounds like a
In his
terrible
haste to
thief.
get away, the thief drops the purse near you. Surprisingly, no one seems to notice the bag of coins at your feet. What do you do?
Pick up the bag and signal to the guard knowing that the only honorable thing to do is to return the money to its rightful owner, or pick up the bag and pocket it, knowing that the extra windfall will help your family in times of trouble. Or leave the bag there, knowing that it's better not to get involved. Again, I think what my character ShaReeja to be is a Qa'Rajh that goes against the streamline of the basic idea of Qa'Rajh. So where Qa'Rajh are seen as mostly sneak thieves and pickpockets, ShaReeja is exemplary and honorific, essentially a paladin.
Your father sends you on a task which you loathe, cleaning the stables. On the way there, pitchfork in hand, you run into your friend from the homestead near your own. He offers to do it for you, in return for a future favor of his choosing. What do you do?
Ask him to help you, knowing that 2 people can do the job faster than 1, then agree to help him with one task of his choosing in the future. Or accept his offer, reasoning that as long as the stables are cleaned, it matters not who does the cleaning. Or decline his offer, knowing that your father expects you to do the work and it's better not to be in debt. I like cooperation.
Your mother asks you to help fix the stove. While you're working, a very hot pipe slips its moorings and falls towards her. What do you do?
Push your mother out of the way, or grab the hot pipe and try to push it away, or position yourself between the pipe and your mother. The third option doesn't really seem to solve anything. Well, personally, my mother isn't particularly large or heavy. I would easily be able to push my mother out of the way. And I'm not particularly fond of burning my hands. So, yeah, I think we would go for this one.
While in town, the baker gives you a sweet roll. Delighted, you take it into an alley to enjoy, only to be intercepted by a gang of 3 other kids your age. The leader demands the sweet roll, or else he and his friends will beat you and take it. What do you do?
Act like you're going to give him the sweet roll, but at the last minute throw it into the air, hoping that they'll pay attention to it long enough for you to get a shot on the leader. Or give him the sweet roll now without argument, knowing that later this afternoon you'll have all your friends with you and can come and take whatever he owes you. Or drop the sweet roll and step on it, then get ready for a fight. I would never drop a sweet roll and step on it. That's a waste of good sweet roll. Let's go for this one. Revenge is a dish best served cold.
Entering town, you find that you are witness to a very well-dressed man running from a crowd. He screams to you for help. The crowd behind him seems very angry. What do you do?
Rush to the town's aid immediately, despite your lack of knowledge of the circumstances. Or rush to the man's aid immediately, despite your lack of knowledge of the circumstances. Or stand aside and allow the man and mob to pass, realizing that it's probably best not to get involved. Again, because of the addition of despite your lack of knowledge to both of these, I'm gonna go for the third one because I don't know who is in the right here. Your personality and past reflect a spell sword. Interesting. First time I got this, I was a sorcerer. All right.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
Okay, let's see. The apprentice, elfborn, which gives us ability to fortify magicka, but also gives us weakness to magicka. I don't think I want weakness to anything if I can avoid it. Qa'Rajh, womb burn, spell absorption. Well, that's one you have to be active. That's one you have to actively activate in order for you to absorb spells. Ugh. Fortify maximum magicka. That's kind of nice for a spell sword. Stunted magicka. That does not sound pleasant. It is a red mark, but the lady. Fortify personality 25% and fortify endurance 25%. So that has no downsides to it. Personality is good because it allows us to get more options when talking to people. And endurance, I believe in this game, is how much stamina and how much you can carry, which is also good. Definitely the best we've seen so far. Let's go to the next one. The Lord. Trollkin. Weakness to fire 100%. That's a no-go. Especially since the Dunmer are people resistant to fire and thus, I assume, likely to use fire in their attacks. Weakness to fire 100% means that any attack using fire would do double damage to me. I don't need that. Nope. But what does the other thing do? Restore health. So that's essentially an active healing. That could be good, but this amount, especially in the start where my armor rating and health would be low, I don't think that's a good idea. It's better than the apprentice and Qa'Rajh, but still not good. The Lover. Mooncalf. Fortify agility. Lover's Kiss. Paralyzed for 60 seconds on target. You have to be close for that. Damage fatigue 200 points on self. Nope. The Mage. Fortify maximum magicka 0.5 times intelligence. That's all? That's not very good. The Ritual. Blessed Ward. Turn undead for 100 points for 30 seconds. Target blessed touch. Again. Oh, so it has a range one and it has a touch one. Oh, that's good. Mara's Gift. Restore health. Again, that's nice. And that's a good healing, 100 points. Definitely not one I could... they will also fit with the sort of honorific kind of person. That's definitely a close second with the Lover. The Serpent. Starkers. Poison 3 points for 30 seconds on touch. Damage health 1 point. What? Why would you ever want this? Poison is nice, sure, but when you damage yourself 1 for each time you deal 3 damage, that's gonna get nasty. Nope, definitely not. Doesn't fit well with the spellblade either. The shadow. Invincibility for 60 seconds on self. If I had gone for a less honorific style, that would probably be useful. It has no downsides to it though, so that's good. The steed, fortified 25 points of speed. That's kind of useless. The thief, sanctuary 10 points. Akaviri danger sense. I am not entirely sure what that does, but it doesn't seem as great as some of the others. The tower, beggar's nose, detect animal 20 feet for 60 points on self. Detect enchantment for 20 feet on 60 seconds. Detect key for 20 feet on 60 seconds. Powers, tower key, opens 50% 50 points on touch. That's not bad. That's essentially going past lockpicking, and I don't know how lockpicking works in this. The warrior, fortify attack 10 points. That's not really that good. I think, so coming down to it, we have the lady, maybe the lord actually because of that healing. The ritual was also not bad. The shadow and the tower. So that's 4 to choose from. I think, this doesn't give me any powers, but it does fortify some of my more in-town abilities. I think we'll take it.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
We are ShaReeja, we are a Khajiit, we are a spell sword. Spell swords are spell-casting specialists trained to support Imperial troops in skirmish and battle. Veteran spell swords are prized as mercenaries and well-suited for careers as adventurers and soldiers of fortune. Specialization, magic. So what are our major skills? Block, that's definitely a survival skill. Restoration, long blade, destruction and alteration. Our minor skills are blunt weapon, enchant, alchemy, medium armor, and axe. So I assume that that the leveling system works like in Oblivion. That if you raise your major skills, you go up, you will progress towards the next level. Let's see, how are our skills? Endurance affects your starting health, your health gain per level, and your maximum fatigue. Okay, so that's good. So that essentially buffs us next level. Strength is actually our lowest. Affects your starting health. Oh, so that also affects your health. How much you can carry. Ugh, okay, so well, we'll not be doing much looting in the start. Intelligence, amount of magicka, willpower, ability to resist magic, and maximum fatigue. Agility, ability to dodge and hit targets in melee. Ooh, well that's 50, so that's not so bad. Speed determines how fast you can move. Okay, that's personality. Affects your ability to deal with other characters and how much they like you. I think that'll be important. Luck could be better, but doesn't affect anything. Right, yes, this seems... Ooh, there is a lot of things here. Higher fear, what have we got? Spells. Hearth, heal. Restores health 20 points on self. Okay. Shield. Shield 5 points for 30 seconds. That's good. Water walking for 6 seconds. Okay. Fire bite. Fire damage on touch and Eye of Night. Cool. You now have a stats menu where you can always view your information. Okay. Right-clicking allows you to use your menus. When you're done with them, right-click again to close them.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Released by Emperor Uriel Septim the 7th decree to the district of Vvardenfell in the province of Morrowind. ShaReeja the Khajiit, a spell sword. Signed Sokokius Ergala, agent of the Seyda Neen Imperial Census and Excise. 16th of last siege, 3rd era, 427. Okay, that'll do. Take. You now have an inventory menu where you can see what you're carrying. Like all menus, right-click to use your new menu. You can click and move objects from the world to your inventory. So that's how we look so far. Now, I know that there actually is a way to go into third person, should we want it. Read your papers by pressing spacebar. Yeah, I already did that. So if you click on the little X in each box here, it stays on even if you right-click. Okay. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that I've set the controls to go into... let's see... Previous... Toggle point of view. Tab. Alright. So... This is how we look. And if I hold it down, we can spin around and take a look at us. So we are currently in a prisoner's garb. Very simple clothing. Now, if you are wondering about the graphics, I would like to remind you that Morrowind was released in 2002. 16 years ago. Okay, it looks a little derpy when you're walking.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celes Gravius.
Okay, can I talk to you? So essentially topics that they can talk about line up as if it was a link. I'm an officer of the Imperial Legion. Move along. We have garrisons at Fort Pelagiat in Pelagiat, Hawkmoth, Fort in Ebonheart, Fort Moonmoth in Balmora, Fort Bogmoth in Aldrun, and Fort Darius in Gnisis. Were you looking to join the Imperial Legion? All the garrisons are precisely at full strength, except perhaps the Deathhead Legion at Fort Darius in the West Gash, near the village of Gnisis. If you're interested, you'll have to talk to General Darius there. Okay. So he likes me 57 out of 100. That's not too bad. How are you for 57? What can I do for you? Training. You can actually train us on something. Well, I don't have any money right now or anything. Imperial Legion. So I can't join up about this. Training? What does he train in? Whoa! Sneak, acrobatics, and light armor. I don't think that's usual for a jailer, but sure. Okay. Just to be nice. Also because, well, now that they have unleashed... You should learn how to do combat. Pick up the dagger on the table by activating it with spacebar. Right, we'll go back to first person mode so we better can see what we're doing. Iron dagger, short blade, so that's not one we are particularly good at. Right, let's see. Frischka, don't think I've forgotten your wager. I want this dagger sharp as a scant claw by morning. Ganshell. Sure, we can take that. Letters, books, and scrolls can be read by equipping them in your inventory menu. Okay. So, I would assume that also goes for the firmament. That's a standard in most Elder Scrolls. The Stars of Tamriel, yes, so it's not a skill book. It essentially tells about. But, well, I think we can pilfer it. Matze? Oh. Small chest. Well, I don't have any lockpicks. Now, if I had chosen the tower, I would have been able to... Oh! Equip lockpicks in the inventory menu. Try picking the lock of the small chest on the shelf. Well, I will, but first... Equip lights and torches in the inventory menu. Lights and torches can only be used for a limited time before they burn out. Well, I wasn't taking it for the sake of the light, really. You can eat ingredients by equipping them on your character in the inventory menu. Ingredients have different properties. Some may hurt you and some may help. Okay. Film. The regional liquor acts like a potion. To drink potions, equip them in the inventory menu. And bread. I don't think... Well, I can... So there's nothing on this paper, but it's still there for the taking. Okay. Anything else I can pilfer? Because I will. Oop. What is that? Small kwama egg and script jerky. And a crab meat. Sure. And that's the same, so we'll just take it again. Okay. What have we got here? A silverware. Yep, silverware. Large kwama egg. Flask, flask, flask. Matze. Matze. Anything in the bottles? No. Goblets. These are not worth in... Oh! Yoink! And it got dark. But that's okay, because we have... Now, let's see. Lockpicks. That was there. That's a lockpick, yeah? Alright. Whoa! Okay. 31 gold! Yoink! Don't mind if I do. Take all. And I have my weapons. I could technically use it as a weapon, but I'm not going to. So... Let's instead... Press F to pull out your weapon. Once your weapon is readied, hold and release the left mouse button to swing it. The harder you swing it, the more damage it does, but the more fatigue you will drain. Okay. Okay, that's a nice looking dagger. Sturdy arch door. It doesn't seem to be locked. Okay. What loot do we have in here? A goblet? Sure. How are we looking for inventory space? About halfway. Paper? Sure. Sack. I'll look at it later. Okay, what have we got? Stoneflower petals, scamp skin, quamacuttle, grave dust, and gold canny. What have we got here? Net's leather. Don't think you should be eating that. And a bedroll. Can I take that with me? Beds can be used to rest in public buildings. Press T to rest when out in the wilderness. Okay, well, I don't think I need to rest at the moment. I think I'm quite well rested. Alright, we probably don't need to have a weapon out, since this is an Imperial building, and I don't suspect there to be anything that could... Okay, let's just kill for everything. Now, I know from my playing that there is an item shop in town, or a general store, which means that I can sell all of this, and since none of it is stolen, well, I think that is all. I cannot take the chest with me now. I probably shouldn't be pilfering inside where they are. Yeah, that's just an idea. Seyda Neen. Okay, this... Oh, we are inside a small fortified building. You now have a map menu. It shows the name of the place that you are in and you're facing. Okay, so this is the world. This is the map of Seyda Neen. Okay, so that's the boat we arrived on. Here we can see the different doors. So Seyda Neen Census and Excise Office. So that's all of this. Oh, Census and Excise Warehouse. Huh. I don't know what that is. Okay, so this is Vvardenfell, and this I assume to be Saltzheim, perhaps? Or maybe not. Oh well. So this is Vvardenfell with Red Mountain in the center. Obviously that's a lot of hills going around. Now we don't have any markers yet, and it's very hard to see on the map, but we have Seyda Neen here. Okay, okay. I think the local map is more useful at the moment. I see a barrel. Could set barrel. Oh, it's just the net. Whew, that was intense. Barrel. Is there something over here? Nope. Okay. What is that? Engraved ring of healing. Yeah, what have we got? Goblet and a pitcher. You now have a magic menu where you can see all your powers, spells, and magic items. Like all menus, right-click to use your new menu, Click the spell or magic item you want to make your active magic. Press R to ready your active magic, then select to cast. Okay, I haven't selected any magic. Let's see. Power. I have fear. No, I don't want to do that. I have night. That's essentially night vision, and it comes back and it doesn't cost. As you can see here, here's the cost of magicka. There's also a chance out here. I think that is how likely the spell is to work. So obviously a spell with 84 is less likely to work than a spell with 95. Now these are very simple spells, so they shouldn't be very difficult. Obviously, if you're not a magic user, they won't be that well. So here we have anything that is fortified, or in other ways affected, would be up in this bar. Right, I think I get that. Yeah, let's just shoot Eye of the Night. Well, Eye of Night. Alright, and press R. And just give that a spin. So you cannot... I don't think you can... Even as a spell sword, I don't think you can use spells while attacking with physical weapons. Okay, it got a little brighter. Better put that away. Census and Excise Office. Okay. Press spacebar to talk to the captain. Select topics to ask about them. Don't try persuasion on him. If you're not good at it, he will start to dislike you. How are we at persuasion, actually? Let's see. I think it's something over here. Oh, it's under miscellaneous, is it? Persuasion? Oh, what? Unarmored. Short blade, light armor, security. Okay, that's mysticism, conjuration. I don't see persuasion anywhere. Well, persuasion. First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival have reached me yesterday. I'm Qa'Rajh, but my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind. Let me hear more about Morrowind. Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here, or why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim the Seventh himself, and I don't need to know anything more than that. When you leave this office, you are a free man, well, woman. But before you go, I have instructions on your duties, instructions from the Emperor, so pay careful attention. Obviously we want to click on duties, that's the important one, but let's go for background. I'm Qa'Rajh and a knight-errant of the Imperial Legion. Okay, that was not very efficient. Uriel Septim. Yes, Uriel Septim is still the Emperor. According to my instruction, he personally authorized your release from prison and your delivery here. It's all very mysterious, but that's the way the Empire works. Silence, sorcery. Secrecy, even. Let not the left hand know what the right hand is doing. The Empire? Yes, of course, this is the Empire. This is Vvardenfell, district of the province of Morrowind. Morrowind has been part of the Empire for over 400 years. The current Emperor is Uriel Septim, 24th of the Septim line. You haven't been in prison that long, have you? Nothing wrong with your head, is there? The man said you were acting a little strange when they brought you in from the ship. Okay, what else did we have to ask about? We've asked about the background, which was nothing. We've asked about Morrowind, we've asked about the Emperor, we've asked about the Empire, so duties. The package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Qa'Rajh in the town of Belmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Qa'Rajh. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you and a dispersal to your name. Directions to Qa'Rajh has been added to your inventory. Package for Qa'Rajh has been added to your inventory. 87 gold has been added to your inventory. Let's talk about Qa'Rajh. Report to Qa'Rajh Casadis in Balmora. I can't tell you where to find him, but you ought to go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for him. Someone there can direct you to him. Okay? Balmora. Balmora is north of Seyda Neen. The road passes Pelagiad village and Fort Pelagiad, crosses a deep ravine and passes Fort Moonworth, then turns west across the Ordai River and into Balmora. The South Wall Corner Club is in the southeast Balmora, on the east side of the river. For more detailed directions, talk to Elon, the scout at Ariel's trade house here in Seyda Neen. But take my advice, you're new here. Take the Silt Strider to Balmora. Fast, cheap and safe. Cross the bridge and head east. You can't miss it. Okay. Well, I don't think we need to know anything more.
You want something, friend?
Well, I probably shouldn't pilfer all of this, although I really want to. Right, let's head out to Seyda Neen. Press J to use your journal and review what you've been told. You should probably check on Ariel's trade house up on the left. You're on your own now. Good luck. So that's essentially the basis of the tutorial. Anything else hopefully comes over time. Right. I believe that is the trade house, yeah? It is a bit noisy, that niche, isn't it? Oh well, as long as it's not hostile, I don't think it's a problem. Let's see here. Ariel's trade house. Okay. Oh. Lock level 70. Ugh, no, I don't think we want to try that. Oh. Hello. A Dunmer. Boop. Seyda Neen, Ariel's trade house. Oh, is that an E? Then it's Seyda Neen. Huh. Alright, what do we got? Ariel. Welcome to Ariel's trade house. I barter for goods, our coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions? Our most popular scrolls? Latest rumors might not be a bad idea. I don't know where that popped up. I hear that Friskar upstairs is having some financial troubles. Can't seem to win a wages these days. Little advice then. If you want to live a ripe old age, buy a weapon and as much armor as you can wear and still run from trouble. Buy a spell or two and practice your skills. Don't practice on citizens. We call that foul murder and we don't like it. But you can kill smugglers and bandits and other outlaws all you like. Outlaws have no rights. Plenty of adventurers make a living from killing and looting outlaws. That smuggler scum down in Adamasatas, for instance, the cave down near the hill near the Silt Strider platform. I would actually like to know more about that, but I don't think I'm fit for going in there at the moment. Right, bartering. And just like in both Oblivion and Skyrim, if you make more purchases with him, he will like you more. Right. Let's see. So we want to see that. Yes. And that. Oh, I didn't hit. We don't want to sell our gold, really. We actually want to keep it. Knife. And that. And, oh, nope. Directions to Qa'Rajh Casadis. Nope. Bush. Do we have anything that is just... No to Friskar. Nope. Nope. Basket. Hole. Whoop. Further. That's a good sell. Let's see, what else have we got? Common shoes. So you actually get common shoes, but beast rates can't wear shoes. Might as well sell them then. Okay, what have we got? We got matzah, we got bread, we got a lot of semi-alchemical reagents. Paper, so that, yeah. And that. Now you could also just drag it over to him if you wanted to, but I like to click things, so I click things. Right, I think we've sold all that we can possibly sell. Likely won't need that iron dagger. So our specialty was in block which would require a shield, I think. And our specialty was in medium armor, yeah? So let's see if we can find any of that. Heavy, medium. Nordic ringmail, curious. That's pretty good. Also pretty pricey though. Nordic fur. Steel shield. Ooh, that's... Gauntlets. Common shoes. Steel helm. What is that? Expensive skirt. Doesn't give any protection though. So we've currently sold for... right, let's see. What have we got? Iron Warhammer. Nope, that's a blunt. Well, blunt is decent. Short blade. Nope, we wanted a long blade. Iron longsword. What else do we have? We have a silver. Iron short sword. That's also a short blade. Iron spear. Iron tanto. Iron dagger. Definitely not. Iron club. Nope. Iron claymore. What do we got? Broadsword. That's more of a standard type of weapon. Saber. How's the broadsword doing with the... so the saber does a lot more damage. But the broadsword has a lot more value and... weighs less. Okay. And what else we got? Chitin short bow. I don't think marksmanship is really something that we got. Maybe we should just go with a classic iron longsword. Good old trustworthy. It does have a lower damage than the broadsword and the well, it does have a lower damage than the saber, but it seems more versatile. Oh, mace? Nope. Yeah, it can be used for thrusting as well. The saber is not very good at that, but the saber is better at chopping. Yeah, let's go for a sword. We don't need two of them. Okay, so essentially you can go back and forth with your selling stuff and such. So I could potentially, since that this sold is essentially plus what I have of gold over here, before I accept, we could also go for a little bartering. So essentially, next time I want to buy something, I could try and say the price should be a little lower. Let's see, we have... I don't see any medium armor really, other than this curious. And let's see, what else have we got? We got gauntlets, Imperial chain, curious. Nordic ringmail, curious. Let's see, armor rating 5 and armor rating 6, both are medium. The Imperial one is a bit more expensive, but they have the same condition and same weight. Perhaps I should go for light armor for starters, and then once I have built up enough money, then I could then I can go to a more protective system. I think that'll be right. Okay, chitin, that will do. Yeah, and what's that? A chitin shield? Sure. Imperial chain coif. So now you can see total cost, which means that it will take from our 118. We need boots. We can't wear those, so no need to have those. Greaves. We got iron greaves. Do we not have any chainmail greaves? Or any light armor greaves? Nope, doesn't seem like it. So we'll be pantsless for the time being. Okay, well, a curious is definitely needed. I think that'll do. What if we were to say... yeah, set the price down a little. And then when you're finished with all your shopping, you'll say offer. I think now I could have, of course, have made it easier. What's that? A halberd. That's not a bad weapon. Pretty bad in the chop and slash, though. You'd think a halberd would be pretty good in that, but it's very great in thrusting. A claymore, also a two-handed weapon. Battle axe. I don't know. Part of me wants a secondary weapon, but maybe I shouldn't have that for starters. Maybe I should just have enough to make it by. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Alright. I think that worked. Right,
I offer the best values in town.
You're the only one who offers anything in town, but never mind that.
What is this regarding Khajiit?
I was just looking at the fine staff, don't mind me. Alright, let's go out and get ourselves dressed. Now we could also sell some of our old stuff, but So we'll cheer for the sword. That looks nice. The chitty, the armor, and the pauldron, and we're that doesn't look too bad. Not the heaviest looking shield, but I suppose it will do. How about the coin? Okay, that looks rather derpy, but I'm sure it's fine. We've still got 41 gold. That's... How do we look? Oh, I forgot that it was right click. Alright, well. Look like we'll survive, I think. Could do with some greaves, but, well, until we get that. Right, let's see if we can see on the map where Balmora is. That would be the word, right? Balmora, up to the north. Well, I suppose we could just start wandering. But I believe there is actually a little quest here in town that we might actually want to do. Is it you? Fargoth. Are you the one the boat dropped off? Ought to see a boat arrive at that time of the day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring. I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring, a family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? Again, we are on a roll, or at least we try to be. Yes, I found it. Here, take it. You found it. Amazing. Thank you. You are now my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Ariel, who runs the trade house here. Go see him. He'll be happy to see you now. Oh, so that also affected Ariel. Oh, so maybe I should have done this first. Oops.
If there is anything I can do, I am humbly at your service.
So that's how people with a high ability talks to you. A regular guard. Hello.
You want something, friend?
No. Maybe some crutches for my rather weird walk, but so we can also run. I don't remember what controls I set that to. Let's see. Options. Let's see, so activate spacebar. Sneak is C, Z, and run is C. Now, I could also put always run on, but and our auto run. Jumping is E. Let's see how that looks. And just like in Oblivion, technically, if you were to keep on jumping like this, you would grind up a level. Now, this is actually a good thing for this playthrough, because acrobatics is one of my major skills, so if my theory about the leveling system is correct, I can grind up by just standing and jumping, which is safe enough. Nothing should happen to me while I do so. Okay, let's see.
You want something, friend?
I'm just jumping, don't mind me. So we can sneak. Was it Z? Yeah, it was. Okay, that doesn't make me a whole lot shorter, nor a whole lot less visible in so. And the speed is pretty much the same. Alright, let's try running. That's not particularly faster, but again, speed, which is agility, is affected through using it, which means that the more you move about, the faster you will eventually become. Right, so we have about 5 minutes left, so let's just go out into the wilderness. Just to be safe, I'll have my weapon equipped. And you can see in the hut down in the leftmost corner that we have a red bar, a blue bar, and a green bar, and a weapon, and a magic of choice. Now, I have not been out this far outside of the settlement in my earlier playthrough, so I don't know what to expect of this. I don't know what creatures are here, and I don't know how combat works. I'm more a console player than a... Okay... There is... Okay. Well, that was interesting? Question mark? Nice hat. What is that? Tar heel. Ooh, iron spark sword. So it does shot damage. Cool. Colovian fur helm. Oh, that's actually a piece of armor. Huh. Extravagant robe. Piece of clothing, don't need it. Now, I believe you can actually wear, as you can see, yeah, you can actually wear clothes underneath your armor, while still wearing the armor, of course. What is that? We'll take the Scroll of Icarian Flight. Fortify acrobatics, 1,000 points for 7 seconds on self. So that makes you jump really high. I don't think I'm going to be using that. I think that he essentially... whatever. Well, I can't wear them, but I can still sell it if nothing else. Let's see if we go... Ah, and we're still wearing the armor, right? Oh, we actually also still wearing the common shirt. This doesn't look too bad. So this is a piece of armor, so this would replace my metal coif. Don't want that. Iron spark sword. That's kind of nice though. Okay. What is this? Journal of Tahir. I believe I may have found the correct formula for the spell I am developing. With it, I will be able to travel great distances without the need to pay others for the service. If all goes well, I will test out the new spell tomorrow. I believe I have worked out all of the possible complications. It will allow me to leap great distances, covering many hundreds of miles. Never before has one been able to travel in this manner, vaulting from the ground, sailing through the sky, all without that terrible disorientation of a spell of flying. The time is almost upon me. My research is finished, and all of my calculations are checked and rechecked. They laughed at me when I suggested this. We'll see who laughs after I leap from the top of their towers and scream out my success. Well, we saw how that went. Sorry, bro. You won't make it into oblivion. But there is a mention of you in the Dragonborn DLC, so I suppose you got that going for you. Alright. It looks slightly better with this robe. The pauldrons actually fit in style, I'd say. And we're still wearing the armor, so it's more of a aesthetic. Alright. What in... Whoa! What is that? What is that? That looks hostile. Well, I don't know what it was, but I killed it. Qa'Rajh. Okay. Qa'Rajh. Huh? Already have that. Oh! Maybe I should have done that with his body. Dispose of corpse. I suppose that's for when you're truly done looting something. Right? Is this the right way to Valmura? It seems like it's pretty hard to tell when you're this far from anything. We are in the Bitter Coast region. Better keep my sword out. Don't want to get jumped or spooked by something. So, I've heard that Morrowind is supposed to be hard. Now, I did swing my sword quite a lot without hitting. I suppose that's part of it, and comes with the agility skill. I've also been told that archery is basically not functional in this game. But that doesn't mean I won't... Oh, we got a... There's another Qa'Rajh there, I think. Do we have any spells that we can take him out with? Now, I have selected it so that I can... Oh, we don't want to use that. Water walking, that's no use. Shields. Health heal, that's probably good to keep in mind. Firebite, that's a touch spell. And it should work almost every time. So let's try and flame this thing. What is that? That's an ash hopper. Or of some kind. Well, it's a bug. So maybe it should be weak against fire, methinks. Hello. You are ugly for sure. Hello. Fire! Oh, that was not fire. A script. Script jelly. Sure. Dispose of corpse. So that went reasonably well. Although it took a fair amount out of my magic pool. Alright, it's good to have something that that hits, but I don't like touch spells. Oh, that looks like a mine of some sort. And those pools looks like I don't want to go in them. What is that? I want to see what that place is called, so I'll probably have to deal with that script over there. I gotta say, from what I've seen of Morrowind so far, the creatures are definitely not pleasant to look at. Do we gain sneak from doing this? Or is it thumping his tail to tell me you shouldn't come closer? I don't know. Maybe it isn't hostile. Too bad. Take that. And dispose of the corpse. So what is this place? Sipilu. That doesn't ring a bell. I don't know anything about that place. Back to the weapon. And back to third person. Away with the weapon and run! We have reached the 1 hour mark, but let's say we're not very close to Balmora. I suppose we are pretty slow for the time being. Right. So, if we come across another creature, I will hopefully be able to kill it, and we'll end the episode there. Let's see. Always a bit on edge when playing something, when entering an area where I have not been before. Is it through here and then... Yeah, I think I would take damage if I were to wander into that pool of something. Okay. I haven't seen any large creatures aside from the niche, so that's good, I suppose. This looks to be where the road is, I think. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. So, according to the map, there should be a river. Ah, and there is. And there's a road sign. That's a good starter. The question is, from how I'm looking at the map, this looks to be mountainous, or at least hilly. Well, that doesn't give me anything. So perhaps we need to cross over the river and walk along the banks, the flatter bank of this river, or maybe we just need to cross that bridge over there. Right, I will cross the bridge and I will end the episode there. Unless there's a creature that needs to be dealt with. I haven't seen any fish, which I'm kind of glad that there isn't. Of course, I could use water walking, but I think I want to save magicka if at all possible. So what is over here? More road signs. And no creatures. Alright, let's see. What does that say? Seyda Neen, Namok, Qa'Rajh, Aldrun, Balmora, Caldera, Nisis. Okay, so Balmora is that way. Well, would you look at that? So you essentially go around and then... I think that's how it works. Alright. Let's see. I see some fences over there, but I don't know if they lead to anywhere. So these sort of trees remind me of... Oh, what is that? What is that? That looks pretty big. Is it hostile? Possibly. I mean, this is Morrowind after all. I don't think I want to be dealing with you right now, my friend. So let's just follow the road instead and make a hasty retreat. I don't think it's wise to get myself into combat with something that's much bigger than a scrip or a Qa'Rajh forager. Where did the road go? This way? Ah, yes. It's fairly hard to see when everything is brown. Oh! Was that a rat or a skeever? Doesn't matter. A rat. With absolutely nothing on it. Well, you can go away. Alright, we'll discover what this place is called without heading in, and then I'll end the episode there. Promise this time. Right. Oh, maybe there was something of interest. Violet Coprinus. Sure. I don't think I need it, but then again... Yasamsi. Okay. Cool. Right. Well, that has been my first... almost my first look at... well, it has been my first look at anything Morrowind outside of Seyda Neen. There's another of those knockheads out of there. So, as I said, I don't know when the next episode will be, but I eventually will be picking this up as a series to go along with both Oblivion, Skyrim, and the Elder Scrolls Online. But so far, even despite that this game hasn't aged particularly well, and the fact that I'm mostly a console player rather than a PC player, I'd say this looks pretty fun and this looks pretty good. So yeah, I will make a save file here and we shall call it new save game. Qa'Rajh. Let's play. So I know that this is the one I'll be using for recording essentially. And it's saving and it's done. Right. So until the next video, which in my case probably won't be in Morrowind, take care.